Adwa na anasem ni nyina ne kire se akakuma bi na party no ekopre tumi efiri national level ebesi enkuma mu kra obi a ukita aban di bre ana wo aban adwuma mu a wo ye na wani gye ho se wo pese ukogina biem ye to so aba no entam so wama wakosi April ana May eye abosumi numu ewo afi mu no obi anfa ne dwumadi ento fom na sei ena nhihye ne te wo se wo pre national chairman wo pre general secretary wo pre national vice ana tumi bia ewo so do no enkosi June abosumi nsia ni mu ewo 2026 mu no fa odibre to ena regional level nso enkosi oforiso ye April bosumi mu no nso fa odibre ne to Bernard Kedazi ewo nsemi nto aso
to contest for a party position who currently holds an office to which he or she was appointed by the president or government must resign from that office at least 6 clear months before filing nomination forms. 2. Chairpersons or members of boards or persons in analogous position are exempt from this restriction. Why? Because they are not full-time employees. Those who are full-time employees are affected. And the following are those who are affected. The affected officers under paragraph 1 include, they are not limited to A. Ministers and deputy ministers. B. Chief executive officers, managing directors, their deputies or analogous officers. C. Metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives. So those are the 3 main categories that we mentioned. I take them again. The affected officers under paragraph 1 include, they are not limited to A. Ministers and deputy ministers. B. Chief executive officers, managing directors, their deputies or analogous officers. C. Metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives. Now, the official guidelines for the elections will from today be made public. So all of you will be able to have access to it. Now, for the avoidance of doubt and for absolute clarity, those intending to contest at the constituency level who fall in the category I just mentioned, the 3 categories I mentioned, those intending to contest at the constituency level shall resign by April 2026. Those intending to contest at the regional level shall resign by May 2026. And those intending to contest at the national level shall resign by June 2026. These provisions are firm, constitutional, and we enforce without exception. So please don't even bother to come and see whether you can plead to this end. Because there's no plea in this matter. Now, call to party officials and members. This reorganization process, ladies and gentlemen, demands discipline, integrity, fairness, and collective responsibility. I therefore call on all party officials from the branch to the national level to apply themselves diligently, act transparently, and uphold the values of the National Democratic Congress.
Na Assembly General Secretary Eken Wamananso wachire mu se nomination forms and penifo edi begu enchekra ya wo bepeke na obia wani je ho so peso gina me to so aba no efiri kotonima ye mebusumi de toso mienu kosini de twato a ye de toso aduasa so no wo mo ede enkrata ne begu amobia akwakofa bi yewra fifi kwete echire mu se party na riata so obema bibie mu ada ho fan e wabato no emu entwaso a Bernard Kedazi de bae.
Now, the responsibility for this particular assignment lies with the branch executives committee. So, at the various branches, the executives who are there, they are going to be in charge of this assignment, which is the registering of the new members and also the update of the register. Now, the supervision of these will be done by the National, Regional, and Constituency Executive Committee of the party. So, that is the second activity. The third activity has to do with what we call the register authentication. That's to make sure that the register across all of the branches properly, what we call gone through, examined to be sure we can say it is authentic. Now, so that third activity would happen between the period 2nd to 30th of April. 2nd to 30th of April. The responsibility will be that of the Constituency Executives Committee. That's our executive at the constituency level. Their job is to ensure that the registered are authenticated. The supervision of that activity will be done by the national, regional, and the constituency executive committee. So that's to ensure. So you can see in all this, you can see supervision is happening right from the very national level, because this is critical. You get this wrong, every other thing goes wrong. So national is keeping a very close eye on it. The regional executive is seen working with the constituency executive committee to ensure that all these processes are being properly supervised. The fourth activity is the picking of branch nomination forms. The picking of branch nomination forms. Now, this is going to happen between the period.
Yeah, to work as bono so na Ghana Police Service no womo de aba betu dwa se wono mo che enipa mako enso a saafoi womo ya kromfoteti amoa papa no wo kire se na no July bosome ne de to so aduonu baako afi 2025 e na kromfo ekopie mu e wota Malibupe highway ne so no womo koye na chese kro no bokese pa na nka womo kwakobo ye kire mu a Council of State member e na nka womo kobo no kro no ene se nyame adom aposifo akwachire womo ina nipa yi ensoe womo dini Rashida Yusuf na cheso oba akora ka ho afi Aaron Abana na Wilson Avasong Muntari Idrisu dodo na freno Virgin Aminu Zebrila dodo na freno Breadman na afi Inusa Sumaila alias Agenda di otwatwo eye Haruna Safiano wemo ene akrofo a aposifo akire womo
Ghana Police Service omache nkrofo 7 bi omukokon no bo o Tamale highway efa Council of State ho mukobon kono moji ni nyoma yina musanso da atudua da ukon nkasemu nkrofo bi ko police for e ka attack omo musanso attack Cocoa processing company bi omoji omusika ba 12,000 police da atudua so ombaye senior ombaye bia na omo kan nkankan gangale na wadwane no omo ache no
robbery involving a Council of State member which occurred sometime last year. 7 suspects identified as Rashida Yusuf, Aaron Abana Basrifanga, Wilson Avasong, Muntaro Idrisu alias Virgin, Aminu Zebrila alias Birdman, Inusa Sumaila alias Agenda, and Haruna Safiano have been arrested in connection with the crime. On 21st July 2025, the victim was traveling along the Tamale-Bupe highway when he was attacked by 6 armed men who robbed him of personal belongings, including mobile phones, some cash, wristwatches, reading glasses, a laptop, and other items. On 11 January 2026, following intelligence gathered by the CID, a team from the anti-armed robbery unit was dispatched to Salaga in the Savannah region. This operation led to the arrest of Rashida Yusuf, who was found in possession of an iPhone 7 Plus belonging to one of the victims. The phone was retrieved. Further investigations led officers to a mobile phone shop located at Dagomba Line in Salaga. The shop attendant Aaron Abana Basrifanga was arrested, and he disclosed that the phone had been brought to the shop by his uncle Wilson Avasong, an environmental officer, and the shop's owner who resides in Tamale. Suspect Wilson Avasong was subsequently arrested in Tamale. During interrogation, suspect Wilson Avasong stated that he purchased the phone from a phone repairer, Muntaro Idrisu, also known as Virgin, for 1,000 Ghana cedis. Police then arrested suspect Muntaro Idrisu at the Tamale Abuabu market, where he led officers to arrest Aminu Zebrila, also known as Birdman, a 35-year-old Okada rider, as Dungu, a suburb of Tamale.
Na yebesa kwa kopie mo ewo eye nkasem ehwo nso akrofo bi a wo mo so kopie mo ho aposifo akire wo mo so nipa mako enum na COP Lydia Yakodonko, Director General of Criminal Investigations Department no en wo bo amane se ohon so de no de ekoba ye ne se enipa yi ekobo enua ewo eye nkasem eye Tepa highway ne so ye akire se amanfo otwemu a no wo mo yire wo mo gi wo mo sika ne akire mu a wo mo je adwuma pa Cocoa buying company fo sika 12,000 Ghana cedis ene se ho so aposifo to aduadua mu a wo mo kwache saafo yi so
The Ghana Police Service has also arrested 5 suspects in connection with the robbery attack at Nkaseng in the Ahafo region. The suspects, Mutar Kofi, Mahamadu Sadio alias Salifu, Shaibu Isa Jallo alias Jibo, Abdul Suleiman, and Bukari Sule alias Taylor were arrested on separate days in connection with the robbery. On 2nd December 2025, the suspects, together with other accomplices armed with weapons, blocked the Goso Tepa Road and simultaneously attacked the Nkaseng police station, a Jumapa Cocoa Buying Company, Kobe Gold Buying Company, and the Esutifi Rural Bank area at Nkaseng. During the attack, the assailants made away with 2 AK-47 service rifles.
Mampeni His Excellency John Mahama Enei wakeka ne ho akobi Akweteman Central Mosque ano ya wode ahye imama wonya ne baby kwani munya.
And so I want to thank the contractor, very young contractor. I made him come here with his engineers to look at the mosque. And when they came, there were a lot of structural issues with the foundation and with the pillars. And so he advised that for it to be safe, we don't want a situation where people will be praying in a mosque and it will collapse on them. They have to strengthen the foundation and strengthen the pillars before they proceed with the completion of the mosque. And that's what even delayed it, because of the structural strengthening. And so they did all that. Once they were sure that the structure was strong enough, then they proceeded with the completion of the mosque. And so today we're just here for a simple function to commission the mosque in memory of Malam Ali Akweteman. And that we pray that anybody who comes into this mosque to pray, may Allah listen and respond to the person's prayers. And that may this mosque be a blessing to all the people of Akweteman and anybody from far and wide who comes here to come and pray in it. And so I want to thank all those who cooperated, my sister, the MP for the area, Obana,
Professor Jenana Opokwa Jemai Mampeni Abedi Chire na wode efutuo de amagana mpanyifo ene Ghana man obi biara se emofra ho hia papa pasanse oman no ne daachi nyina mmofra ene yawo wo na daachi bi wo benyini aba be so oman ni mu de oman no atoa empempenso a yeye duro no wo de atoa so enti se yeye ntotoye na yeye nhihye bia no a etwa se yedwene mmofra ho ntia wase ye de wo ka Ebua Emma woman sodachi SCP Esita.
Despite these achievements, there are still obstacles to meeting child-related sustainable development goals by 2030. There are over 60,000 children living and working on the streets in our country, mainly in the urban centers. Many of our children are not registered at birth. Many more remain deprived in terms of health, education, nutrition, water, sanitation, housing, and protection. Child poverty undermines health and learning and increases exposure to violence and exploitation. If we fail our children today, we fail ourselves and Ghana tomorrow. The children are only little people. They need everything. It should never be like they are in this department only. They need each department. Whether it is security, it is agriculture, it's health, it's education, whatever. They need us everywhere. And they are the reasons why we exist. So I urge that we take them very, very seriously. That the soul of a society is revealed in how it treats children. Today, let us reveal the best of Ghana's soul by committing together to place the welfare of children at the center of our national agenda. Colleagues, the welfare of Ghana's children is one of the most strategic investments we can make. Let us protect social spending, end violence, fix education, defeat child hunger, and make the world a safer place for our
National Development Planning Commission NDPC penyi odano ya Dr. Nimoy Thompson ene wodi nsebia to dwa se ekwan ya Ghana efa so a ye pese ye nyini na ye nya no ni nyina ye yadwene ne ya mamre ne amane bia emmoa ye ma ye ntumi ka wo mpuntuo mu de mom akoye nya bi ewo ho wodi nenu aye ntete ewo takrade dwuma na se na Dr. Thompson de nsemi kotu dwa kwampa SDG ekwan a ye de oman no mpuntuo ne kanko ebefa so said the baby betimi agina ne nan so ye no de adesre ato Ghana fo nyina se obi anya ho hyeso yenye self discipline na ye moa ema oman no ba bia epese kodu ne nkyekere na yenkɔ yenim ye yire ye ho saa ye bedru abrokyere aman enhyehyɛ ye pa omode wo man adu so no ebi
ewo enamienu workshop a ekoso ewo takrade sene ebeya enema ahodo abeboa ma mpuntuo atumi asipi wo SDGs a ewo oman Ghana mu ne kwan so ena Dr. Thompson ekasa kire mu se wo besere empenifo ahodo a wono mo ededa enwumanyuma ano se wo momode a na de broni ebeka se sustainable development no wo mo entimi nsom na tumi aboa ama oman Ghana ko nanim na kwa semprepi no ya na setbacks no ya donso se ebehwe na ka bibi atumpo ko nanim no ye hwe adekoro no na tesan ne so ya yenhwe ha emfa me ho ene enye me nesese meye anema ne nyina ya ade a emmoa emoman no entumpon sei no de ka ho atudwa.
The lack of maintenance culture is part of institutional deficits. So fixing institutions as a whole, that's what I meant by soft issues. Fixing institutions broadly will have to necessarily include the culture of maintenance. But we just simply neglect it. And it's so pervasive. So this is not something we're going to do in the next 3 or 4 years. We'll have to start over a long period of time. Even from schools, we need to begin to teach children about the importance of cleanliness, the importance of sanitation, importance of efficiency, everything, order. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere. But we have Meal Plan, which is defunct in Accra, and the only thing stopping them from producing is land title, I understand. The land that was taken in 1975, and they haven't done that. So it's a governance issue and a sense of purpose, a sense of urgency. I've seen the demolition of structures along the road. You see, there's some sense of urgency that we never had before.
Abrana no SCNO and a senior program management officer, Onofi United Nations, a Department of Economic and Social Affairs. ABC one more and 9, 2030 SDGs agenda, one more ediato hono, and so adding some way at Tuja.
Over 90% of these goals relate to functioning infrastructure, and most of these infrastructures are maintained and in the hands of local governments. So we need to ensure that local governments have the means to implement, have the means to deliver for sustainable development for all stakeholders, for all citizens and constituents in the local government. If you don't know where you stand, where you want to go, you need to have the relevant data. Otherwise, you develop and move forward without knowing in which direction you're going. You need to monitor. That's one step. Second is resources. And there, you're not just talking about financial resources. It's also the human resources, the institutional framework need to be in place that we can move forward, that we make the best of what we have rather than asking for something new. That's also one major requirement. So we're talking about, usually I would just put it together, data, resources, and institutional setup and capacity.
Yebora NPP amanyoko no akache yenyimse nyame ya adoma memenda en wo mokoto aba eyi nipa obetu franka ediama amanyoko no na yewra wosai ya wodutwum ya woye bosomtwe mranhye bedwani kane soafo a na wo hwe nwomesua ensem so wo ka ho bi dendenden ene dei woye campaign de atwato kora na ne campaign ase no wode tudwa a kire mu se de entie wose delegate wo mugina so eto aba no ema no ene se onu po ye share campaign ya se ne nsem kaye na namonto ni bibia wo ye bi edi adanse se eba ne nkabom ne asomdwe a wo pepa enti so wo to aba ne ma no a wo de asomdwe ne nkabom ebeba afi obema delegate wo mo asem aye ne hi asem condition of services ne ade ade a wo ahyehye die gu akwam a wo de bre wo mo no enya asem ketoa
nkabom aso American enu nti na mento amebo nyina sebe manka obi ho asem boni bia minu sebre bi bedura ebehie nipa no enti manka obi ho asem bone enam sa akonya no so to abama Dr. Duchuma mini obi a enipa nyina begi twi na wo di machi fisa manka obi a no openasem eho bone enti banka obi ho asem bone enti no mini obi a enipa ebenya pe papa na omo abegyina machi amedi nkonimdie no aba na mo ndi kan na memfa tourism no se ekwan be ne befa so enipa dodo bitmi abagana na wo ma behwe oman na wo ma abagana wo behwe oman no so na eso mfa so ayenya no se obeda hotel obetu ato aman obefa car obetu ato aman obetu alupremu obetu ato aman sai tuo nyina na aka mo membo ho a wo ko musika pudio pa no omunya free behwe adesem mu aye tourism na sabre se tourism ni begina yi a wo me hwehwe ticket cry itwa edebo omen we try da so ese ehwe ho asem ni eka na behwe adefo bebrebe adoso se ticket no kofom try da so no kofom na behwe adefo bebrebe ba ebetimi ama yesika asem so agina yi aman na ohwe aman bi a behwe adefo na adoso tourism na kona nimu a omo a etimi eyoman a omo aeroplanes a oman ni dimu ede yadwuma yebenya airline Rwanda for AYB Ethiopia Airlines adwuma mo yenya asem ketwa enkrofo anya adwuma ewo Ethiopian Airline wo ma airplanes they say Ethiopian Airline ho ne tete pilots o mamu ni nyina nya national carrier no ho faso o hwe gold ayenyan so the gold na akosa sika ogbenya no esua na nso ukohwe maybe a omni gold enso omuwo marketer yeton gold ho koduba na ko zuk uko omo no ba bi a yeton gold o say ahon say gold ye to be ha there be enso omo ne wo adwa breso a yeton gold Ghana the very many gen am first me yen say wo bebe kuma say near Gold Street gold area baby a komuade a wope bi a jiwra wope bi a ukọ na wo ho ntie behwe adefo yi ba eho no mekọ akodidwa se dumanke street tin ba ko gold no nko a ene eto ho wo operative obo ho ban wo asojefo obo ho ban eduru bra wo hwe obi a ninim de ene ne wo hunu ne waye ebetimi di party akonyi tuma wada roma mo hwe me
yeda so ginamo ewo MPP ne campaign sense mu ye nyina nim se chinachi ene da no aduru so na asante mantemi mu communication team ye kasama yura Canada Japan imu ba ko ore bi odi Isaac Adom wa MPP delegates nyina say choice no de ba ko pay number 1 wa yura Canada Japan 2020 don cooperate to infama omai
Ora Peter amewu kyerɛ sɛ enipa numu a wagina sɛ yanto wɔnom so aba ne mu baako emetu frankaa ema NPP amanyokuo no owura Kennedy ɔhene Japan egina brane wɔse 2028 abato no ente sɛ de ebetwam korɔ no ye penipa Ghana fo ese wobetumi ede Ghana akɔ nanimu a ɛyɛ wɔhene Japan ema NPP delegates enyam fomso ento aba no ntia no
ene adesrɛdeɛ na mede betum anim sɛ de ɛbɛyɛ a mbetumi to aba ediama honorable Kennedy ohene Japan minua delegates yaba form abekire ekwan a yefa so ede bode ahaban eni ni dua ede bebiebie company ewo Ghana hanom a ebema Ghana emabunu emrantie eni wankasa delegate ni nso waye de ben wonya adwuma no bi aye senyame ye wadom na eda memreda eduru honom na wo koto abana kai number 1 na kai message a honorable Kennedy ohene Japan edi amount yati se yeyi nipa 50 aye Dr. Mamun Baumia enkrofo amode intimidation edi ba polling station anase center ho minua gina widie mu as delegate edu mra ense wo ye de ben wodi party ni di si ho sedie ananom delegate a adubu ahenpen so no omo gye party ni di si ho nom efri adubu ahensam edima omampani kofoɔ no edu mmra delegate won ne yanso yɛbɛgye MPP party no edi ama Kennedy ɔhene Japan na etumi aboa ɛma enkunimdie na yɛhwehwɛ say ufa wiase afa nania titulu ni Ghana ukɔ PZ obia ese Kennedy ɔhene Japan said ye be easy ama wo polling station executive ni enie say wo na ba kɔtɔ Kennedy ɔhene Japan nyankopɔn yɛ adom abra wato aba edi ama no no polling station for no wuyi ni wia onwie ye won nkrofo bi a ye fra omu floating voters omu na gina mfimfini omu na decide ma NDC and MPP san nkrofo ni na efre Kennedy ɔhene Japan say mo delegate mo yi no na mo so mfa omu tumi ni meka mo delegate no ho na mo ngbo de ben enko Ghana hanom na mo nkɔ ge de ben mo ngɔgi tumi no
to Akasiebo no eso Honorable Kwesi Amankwa eye mensi krachi penyi ewo sechere kumewu mensi ni mu asante mantemu en wode ato dwa kire se omampenyi John Dramani Mahama ebaaye no wode dwumadie bi ayato ne din se nkokɔ nketenkete dwumadie aba na wo mankrofo nkokɔ na wo matumi anyen anase wo manyen nkokɔ ya madaachi bi aba ba ye bibi kese be ye adwuma kese e de amankrofo nti no kire se wode wonsa akabie no wo mohwe so wo be no maye ni na basa no a afoforo nso kora benye adwuma ni biaye na etumi aboa moman ni sikasem akonkan
Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama eni suade huna ode enkokɔ nketenkete dwumadie eba omemu no aka ho bi ama sekyerekumamu mansin na ban krache ho wura Kwesi Amankwa e de ato nipa ahodo ani wanya enkokɔ ni bi anim se onhwe se obɛyɛn won enam so kora bɛmana dane adwuma kɛse opani nkase mu abre opa ucha dwumadie no ho ntoma na ode enkokɔ ni bi ma akuafo na wotwem se e wo se sankokɔ eni akuafo bi anya no onhwe se enam so no betua atretre dwumadie mu enam so ama watiwenya na mpawie na sade sika agu ombotom
se yehwa sabre yenua ne die mu wo Ghana ha no enkoye yehwa nkokɔ a yekɔfefafiri ama no no ba na enem se ninya na ama enyarewa bebre no yekom na enam se ye papa adwene Ghana fo ho nti no ene woye ne se ene yeyan no yebeye yedie na efidua bia so no enya bi na yenkototo yare ema ye ho na enso ho anso ye de ba ye fidua mu no ye betimi ase ahweso yi a e betimi abeye ye kan say business e de amayin enye se ye ba we nko a ye hweso yi na epija ye betimi aton na ye sen akofa bi abeka ho ene nkokɔ kitikiti ye be chiche bi mesre say ye kono se na mekan ye nko wi ni nya yemfa enhye poultry no asiye yehwe ni yi a assembly no se problem bia wo ha ya agric officers wo ha ya veterinary officers wo ha
agric director won potem ho adabanka kisi echemi se ya de odi wani bedi akuafo na chini wahwe se na dwumadie ni si ko ema akuafo bi so ekasa efa dwumadie no
ebra ye dia ma omo no ensan ye dia ni bedi akiri ye behwe omo locations nya take your GPS addresses nya mape ya plot no map so na ya follow up and monitor se be ya e be successful
wo gidi o se me wo ofie kura be boa me ama de me tona bonten a enko ye bi kura na de ba ne nye so ye de enim ti ato we so ye nya na ye ho adwuma
se sai na wa de ba no ye so ye be so ya ye na pamfa so ama o man ni ni ti kra me wo be kana ye da na se sa ji we wa de ba no ye so mu ya e be boa ye ya e se ye si ma che ka we ba ya kanye gina brani ha
yet one some ne so a wode tax force sunkubia kogomwa east district assembly ho ya ene adriver for 7 sem hu no mu di wo kuma sene nkran a wo de passenger fo enu abe frusi ubedru fie enu wetu esika empemani mu ba miensa no wo mu gwa driver fo ni wo mu mate fo pa de no no wabo amane se total driver fo ni mate fo ni bi kwan wo mo fa so a wo mu je lorry fare efi o manfo nsam no eye kro no
Legomwa is tax force ayaya for me a yanim say DC ni MP honorable the pay to Tayechi yes say lolo fair na amanfo de asi omo na so omo je double fair as a car na ko kanehia opeso lodu ka so barrier odu anu asa to aso age double fare no ene ni nyina no etwa ebi ni obiem se wo ko kanehia obelodu kaso barrier ACC baby obi abesi bia nse age 1 cd ya na obetua yage 2 cd ya na ebetua se wonnim na oge double fare na ye chew o ka no ye dey go see police station for 1 month and se beje mama o am akoye ejuma ye wie so e be hwe se Ghana police e do be court na fine be obi ya dey amount because ye entrance na mungu aban no fi a ne papa aban ne ye no mo aye se mo be se no enye ejuma e wo ye ya bresu enti ye catch obi bia ye bom kokko obi afentu no wofo se wa ye drive o se o ye bookman o se o ye mate o se o be loadu double fare ene ye kan hu se ye chiwa waso be ye shipa
ni agia mi ko bere ya yes la pass straight this one tua 10 cedi this I am fa wo ya ho kire ya ka ho saa masa no mo de ya crash straight who ko you crash straight 15 cedis na betua saa no mo de ya camp ha se ya na bia ye hu dwa ya na bia so ne pa se me ba medro mani age pa nya se betua
cry 12 cedis who kwa mbedu 15 cedis na wo me na me ka kiro wo dra class na wo ba so mo si wo ba camp amu bedu 20 cedis wo nkete bia ya ma wo mfa ka no na wo si fo this wo fa ni sopi and Saudi abedu Liberia camp ni omo ye ndi omo njai ni on family be boa ye mo because enye sa high so nti odi ba be boa ye
na ene ye special report na na ekwe free bo moden kwa abontene ne omanfo kodi nkomo na ni nyina ne se ene social media ya be ye wo Facebook ye wo Twitter Instagram tango kire se bebre no a WhatsApp nso eka ho na abe nso obitumi kwotwero ensem bi no de egu ne WhatsApp status wa wo tenchen na wo kenkan nsem no anipa na twero de egu ho no a wotumu se wode obi pa na se wa wo kan no kra bia no wode wako no wasada akotwero nsem bi de egu ho no nti hu ya no hu se eyewa eto de bia wotumu se asem wa nipa yi twere yi ni kunu eno ane na nya asem eno wa twero nsem no aba begu ho ne yekopisa ye se aso WhatsApp status ya ye ko ane ye de abeto ho ye bibia ne ye de abeto ho pictures ne ade ne ye de aba abeto ho no ye tumi gina ye no nso so e de siesie enipa mienu bia wo manya asem entemu ana na omafo no kire wo madwene efa ho asei no omoka no
solve a problem. Yes, solve no them. Me na me kasa no ho first. Me na me yoba nte wo se me na me bre me ho ase. Na me pa na cho na edi ye to ye.
Nti ya na ngofo use social media no de wonya ne se.
Me yen sada.
De ti na wonya ne sada.
Obi ane de ope. Aha, nti me de me mpe ne sada.
Na me ne wa ya aka. Unkasa no. Ese ko
Comedem, some to comedem. Yenya comedy. Yenya ya bra ye be say. Oh, Sunday oh haba for ba ko bakasa no yonko. Yes sir. Ana say wa dia hia say bia wo hia. Me en case say bia me hia bibi na me esa me busa wa. Me busa. Ana say me so me wo anu so hia bibi say so busa me on so be busa me. Wo busa me dem me yi wan.
Me ne me bo nya asem sada. Yenya ya asem aye so ve ne wode. Me nya bi da. Onzu de ne awe ne say. Me ye ne say. Ase no oba. Ope me ya no aba. Ope me. Ope me ya no aba. Ope me ya no oko. Be me ope ne say. Enti me fom ne a. Ade weni ye adem sem. Weni kasa sa o kire ne ma gu phone so say o hwe. Ka wonim kire dia be ma dia opa ne chaw dia say o fom no. Obetima oba dem no so o die me ye ne men ye ni ye. Ama dia o kire ne ma no inde ya back case no me de me ntwere nema nti be ma de me ye bi da
Ghana ene amrado pani a woda no abo amane se Ghana you gold reserve na ne wo no ene yeso atekura NPP aban ekomfie mienu abesene kro no omu jabe omamu pandu asane akire Nenso ene so ate aba fam abedu oham obupen du motwe. Eno ne bi kire se ase yeye amemene ye nioma ne ntantem dodo. Emu nsem nyina izikana.
Bank of Ghana edi atugwa akire embrembre niama horowa enenga kan obi ma gold reserves ahorowa embrembre wari ehun adwuma no eretew eba form na we nyinara eye hihye ahorowa wari atugwa sede ebeya enenga boa ma enenga nso atimi ahye reserve portfolio ahorowa ewo manyu no kena de fenso no aboa amanfaso benya fi ho no atimi akonkan na Bank of Ghana penia oneng na woda no Dr. Johnson Esiama ena wada na di adi atugwa akire se embrembre o ma Ghana gold ahorowa enen yekitai eswatew ekyerese assessment ahorowa enen woyei for Central Bank wari toto afoforo ho a enen nam hu bi na ekyerese embrembreng oman Ghana good a yakora no ereba form na so no Dr. Esiama ekyerese infato dodo nara a won aye ewo Central Banks ahoro no ejina ohamu nchichem aduonu ekosi aduonu anum gold reserves a enen ekyerese Bank of Ghana ni arpa wo hontuma da wongadi eyo ohamu nchichem aduanan we na wa kyerese emfa ho se embrembreng gold ahorowa yensa aka wo manyim no reba fom ne de ekyerese oman no eretumpon wo ne mmai ahoro bi a enen no ewo so wonya ahoden wo ho na enen aboa mo won atima yentetoe ahoro de aboa akora good ahoro a enen won sa aka no yiye na Dr. Esiama ede atugwa bio akyerese diversification exercise ahoro a enen waye no enen ka ho bi ena mbrembrem wo san yensa krai adan wangani ede akọ foreign exchange asset ahoro na enen aboa ama won atima nyamfaso papa ebeboa ama man Ghana sikasem no atimi akonkan na we nyinara ejina nsema ahoro eninga beto gwase embrembre Ghana Gold Board sika koko ahorowa wansaka eye 18.6 tons a ening no amande padonara ekasa wo ho nanso no Bank of Ghana pening enano ni ede atugwa de arechechin sema kwa ama Ghana funyira se sa embrembre 18.6 tons awa abetogwa no ening kyerese asoe no ahoden reba form na emomu no ekyerese woreye wan afemu de sede ye beya wo betimi ayentotoe ede akora oman Ghana sika koko no yiye
Abusuafo ye begina sikasem ni gold nkomudie so na ye de kase akwa homejim kakra ye ntwa ye ho nkomra ye ba ye de sports ebeto so